Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. Got a bunch of stuff for the studio, mostly though for the secret room, so stuff I can't share. It's also really warm again, like it's crazy 38 in the morning in Germany. So yeah, let's head over to the studio, and I think today is the day where we'll redo my mix that failed because SoundCloud won't upload it, and this is like the perfect opportunity to test out a new feature on those newer DJ kind of equipment. Lift me up to a higher place. Wow, that's usually the hardest, from the AC right into the heat. Welcome to the studio, welcome to the harbor. Can't wait to be up there in the studio and yeah, DJ a little. I mean, it's anyways too warm to really concentrate and make music in the studio, so why not play a little? So what's the technique I want to try out today? It's the sync button. I've already talked about it and a lot of people hate it. A lot of DJs, a lot of fans of DJs, they say it's not real DJing. For a lot of people, vinyl is the only real deal. And I'm also a huge fan of vinyl, but it's expensive. You can't travel with it. So that's not an option for me. And for most DJs, it just isn't. Worldwide touring wouldn't be possible with vinyl. It's like, no, it's not possible. That stuff is heavy. 100 of these, yeah, you can carry. 200 of them, not really anymore. And most songs that DJ play nowadays, especially like for the more big room festival kind of stuff, it's not even pressed on vinyl. For underground, this might actually work, but underground DJs usually earn less on average and have still to travel the same, and usually in like the coach class only, and have to carry all of this, pay extra. I only know like a handful of people that do it. And I honestly don't even see a benefit, because I don't think a set is better if you use vinyl. Yes, I will agree that a vinyl set, you need more skill because it's way harder to beat match. But I think beat matching as a technique, as a concept, is not that interesting. You put both songs onto the same speed, search for the one on the one song, on another song, line them up. And that's basically it. With vinyl, you have to push and stop a little to keep it in sync for more than 20 seconds. But the main goal is actually, and a lot of DJs forget about it, is to make sure to entertain the crowd, to have like a flow, like a set that starts somewhere and builds up, and then like really people enjoy it and dance to it. And I think beat matching yourself with vinyl, or with the CDJs, or here the Denon Prime players, I think it doesn't really do anything for the crowd. I mean, does someone in the crowd really care if you use vinyl or CD or USB or stream it? I don't think so. Do they care about you actually beat matching? Probably not. The most important, still by far, is the song selection. This was always and will always be the key component of a DJ. And then the second would be like to make transitions that are just not harmful. Just get from one song to another, nothing fancy, just easy so people can still dance. If you use effects and EQing on top of that, that's nice. If you overdo the effects, I think you get again to the opposite and it will be annoying. So I think actually using the sync button might introduce a little more time for you, especially nowadays where like the mixing of the songs is a lot faster. Back in the days, the song was on 5 minutes. Now it's maybe 2 minutes. So you got a little more time. One thing less to worry about that actually doesn't matter. And with the time you have, you can either search for the best possible song in your song selection, and also take a little more time to actually do the transitions, do the EQing, use the effects, and make it a little more special, or maybe even play with multiple of these. These have layers, so I actually got 4 here, 2 of them virtual, but I can still control them. So I could actually have like one song the beat, one song the guitar, another song actually a vocal, another song maybe a main synthesizer, and this way do live mashups. And having the sync actually enables me to do all of this because I don't have to take care of keeping all of these songs beat matched. And I think DJing was always and will always be all about technology, using it the right way. So I don't really get why people are so like, whenever they see someone using the sync, they say it's not real DJing. I think DJing evolved, and DJing nowadays is more live mash-up than actually just beat matching. And don't get me wrong, every DJ should learn to beat match 100%, because these only work in 95% of the songs. The rest 5% you still have to beat match to know what beat matching is, how it works. You still, even if you sync, still have to hit the cue, play the next song on top of the other song at the right spot, to do phrase mixing and all of that. You have to have a deep knowledge of music, and beat matching is the foundation of it when you start out. So definitely learn it. But yeah, enough talking. I will now try to record that set again with sync and see if I have more time to do other stuff and just in general kind of get a first insight into, yeah, using the sync.
Because baby, you see that it was so meant to be for me. 'Cause unlike you, I chose to grow. You're unlike you, I created a flow.
All done recording the set onto the recorder. A couple of people have been asking me what recorder I use. I will link it down below in the description. Just click on it and you'll find out what it is. It's nothing too special. It just records audio that goes in there. But it's nice, small, and you can take it in everywhere. And whenever you DJ somewhere, just plug it in and record your set that night. But yeah, let's get to my conclusion. Like, using the sync. Yes, you got a little more time. I'd say on average for me like 5 to maybe 10 seconds. That's usually the max I need to figure out the beat matching, adjust the tempo, adjust the timing, hit cue a couple of times, and then find the right spot. It helps a little. I wouldn't say the mix sounds in any way different. And let's be honest, with these players, most people look at the BPM, match the BPM with the pitch fader, and then start beat matching, which is then not really beat matching anymore. It's just aligning the songs. Back with vinyl, you first had to figure out how much the BPM was without actually knowing it, adjusting it by hearing, and a lot of people lack that skill or aren't trained to hear which of the two records is faster and which one is slower, and then by how much. This really takes like 2-3 years of practicing. But yeah, overall, I think like the next logical step for all DJs is to move on, leave beat matching behind. Yes, you still need to learn it, but then just use the time for other things. And there's one thing about DJing I don't like, and that's usually when you have your headphones on and you look down and you're really concentrated on finding the right spot and beat match it and then adjust it again here and then there. This is really a moment that can take like 10 to 30 seconds where you're absolutely not connected to the crowd. Anyone dancing, looking at you, feels no energy, because it's usually not the moment where you're dancing like crazy or clapping or cheering or talking into the mic. So I think I will further test this on the road. Here in the studio, I have to say I felt a little bored because there is no crowd to interact with. So I actually prefer doing the beat matching, so I have something actually to do, and it basically also is fun. But I think once you're in front of a crowd and it's more fun to interact with them, I would probably use the beat matching here and there. Especially if I drink a little too much of gin tonic. Why not? I mean, we should stop with that stigma that DJs that use sync aren't real DJs. I can understand that the ones that still learned it with vinyl are a little angry that now the new generation doesn't have to learn it and basically does the same as they do without any training. But that's just the way it is. Technology is just moving on, and we should embrace these new possibilities. Try them at least out, really at least try it out, see for yourself if it's something, and move on and develop DJing. I think there's still a bright future ahead of us. We're still not at the end. I'm still waiting for these to actually be able to use stream music, which also a lot of people think is controversial, but streaming will enable me to play any kind of track, even if it's 5 years old, that I still have in my mind, that I just don't have with me. I can just use it and add it to the flow, which actually makes DJing better again. And since they have a buffer, there's also no problem with like losing the connection. So yeah, looking forward, looking ahead. Now to the studio, adjusting the mix again really quick. All done with the mixtape, just dragged it into Logic, compression, limiting to get it up to loudness. Let me know what you think about the sync button, if you will try it out, if you absolutely hate it, if you think this entire discussion is just nonsense and everyone should just do whatever they want. I will now continue a little bit working on a remix that I started a while ago. I'm actually doing this on my old MacBook, my 2013 MacBook that I actually already retired. And the reason is actually really sad. You'll never guess where my 2018 4.5 grand MacBook actually is at the moment. I mean, yes, I get it. It's the second hottest day in Germany. We're like at 38, 39 degrees. But I expect my MacBook to be able to at least handle emails. It doesn't work. I can't even write emails. I type and I wait 5 seconds. And if I start Logic or Final Cut, nothing works anymore. Nothing at all. And I'm really, really angry. So yeah, I think there's just one way to deal with this, and head over to Apple and let's see what they say. Hi.
Hi.
You have to cheer me up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Your laptop is gone?
No, it's even worse.
Oh.
Romantic dinner?
Okay.
Because that always makes me feel better.
Hallo, 2 Döner bitte.
So romantic.
As always, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to stay.